I was in the business world in Tulsa. I grew up in Norman, and I just didn't feel like Oklahoma was achieving its potential. Like, I kind of felt like, and I think all the people my age in this room, we remember graduating from college, and all of our friends went to Dallas, or we went to another state, and there just wasn't a lot of, it didn't feel like that we were winning compared to Texas and Florida and Tennessee and South Carolina. At least that was the experience that I had. And so I wanted to bring and change the culture that I knew that Oklahoma was the very best state to live, to work, to raise a family, to start a business. And I wanted to bring that winning culture a little bit back, and bravado, and we're a top 10 state. We take second place in no other state. So I love that. Now I meet people, they'll come up to me and they'll say, Governor, for the first time ever, I was in New York, or I was in DC or California, and with pride in my voice and my chest out high, I was like, I'm from Oklahoma. People are talking about Oklahoma. I don't know if you guys saw the article in Dallas Morning News. They were like, don't worry about the coast. We're having to compete with Oklahoma right now. And it was called Texodus. And there's more people moving from Texas to Oklahoma than the other way around. And so that just gets me super excited. Because part of it is just an attitude change that we have to change as a state to win these projects. And I hear people talking about it all over the country. So policy-wise, and I think we're going to get into talking about some of that, but it's making sure that we're business friendly. It's making sure that we have a competitive tax policy. It's making sure that we have the regulations make sense and we don't over-regulate. And with all my regulatory bodies, I tell them that we're never going to play gotcha with companies. We're always going to be there, clear with the rules, but just let businesses go compete, right? And I think that's a different philosophy than a lot of other states. But then we could talk about, we've got a huge advantage in energy, and we've got very low cost of energy, and we've got some great providers in here with OG&E and PSO and our different providers around. But that kind of natural gas producers are all contributing to our economy, workforce, education. We talk about all that, but I think people forget there is a winning culture now in Oklahoma that I think is super, super important, and we want to continue to build on that.